don't know if you guys
we heard it.
What up,
Hey, Vicky.
Oh, Vicky gave you some clarity. Vicky said, "Hey, bro."
What up, though, sis?
Giving that guilty pleasure out. All right, so thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, because that was not the plan, and I did an interview last week, and I didn't know. Like, I was on with Sunshine, and so something like that happened, and we thought we had it down. I'm
We
sad.
know how to go.
Well, we good now, though, right?
We're good.
Good, right?
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Okay, everybody hears now. Okay, cool beans. So, as I was saying, how amazing and fabulous the Benjamins are, right? Yeah, I know. You better recognize. So, I want to just kind of go over a couple things. This isn't, as I was telling people, this isn't your traditional interview, right? So, you guys have been on the show several times, and you guys have started what is now a tradition, where when I launch, I'm like, okay, I tell y'all in advance in the summer, like, hey, I'm launching in February. So it's kind of like, oh, wait. Oh, Vicky's driving. Vicky, just listen.
Yeah, listen, just listen, Vicky.
You're checking out your sister. That's what.
No distracted driving.
Yeah, keep your eyes on the road. Okay, thanks and thank you. Shout out to Nikki Giovanni.
Thank you.
What's happening?
The family is pulling up for me. Thank you, y'all, for everybody showing up for me tonight. I can see clear. What? I can see clear of you all in here. Ooh, you had some margarita.
I understood you, sis. Right? Don't worry.
Oh, yeah.
She must have been on at the bar.
He was writing me tequila.
I need what she got.
You real?
I got mine right here. I'm like, this is the way to start it. But no, seriously, on a serious note, it's a tradition that you guys have been with me to launch. And so it just doesn't seem like it would be right not to be able to launch with my husband and with my sister and brother from another mister, because you guys had started, you've been doing it. I don't know if you guys realize this, but for the last 3 years, this is the 4th year, you've launched with me.
I didn't realize.
Man,
That's amazing.
wow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you, because I'm excited about that. That's an honor. And Courtney, I always give, homage to you in your presence or behind your back. It don't even matter. Because you remember where we were when you talked to me about podcasting?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Now don't do that black thing. Go on and tell them.
What was it? It was at
Huh?
what was that at? Was it Starbucks, wasn't it?
Yeah. So we were having a label meeting in Starbucks in Bloomfield. Absolutely. Yep. And so you put that out there, and I had, when we don't know things, and I tell people this a lot, when we are not familiar with something, we tend to kind of do the Bart Simpson into the bushes with things.
Yeah.
Right. And so
right.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. But every excuse, which I wasn't looking for an excuse, the natural excuse came out. It was like when you asked me, like, hey, you ever thought about podcasting? Me and Christina about to start podcasting or whatever. Hey, Ron. Hey, Ron.
Hey.
And I was like, no, I haven't thought about it. I know Swifty and them, they were thinking about podcasting and whatever. And so I said, but I don't have the money for that right now. And Courtney was like, what if I told you don't need no money? I said, well, I ain't got the equipment. He said, what if I told you could do it straight from your phone? I said, okay, well, what I need to do? I'm like, I got no excuse, right? And so for that, I thank you for that, because I didn't know that I was going to love podcasting. I didn't know. And so I think it brings me to the serious side of a lot of times in life, people are not aware of their own gifts. And sometimes it takes someone else to see the gift that's in you, because we don't always look outwardly. We don't always look internally. So thank you for that.
Aww.
So I'm going to share a couple things. We're going to kind of get into this little thing. I'm going to let the people know, because we got some newbies coming through. And I have shout out to everybody, whether you're over on YouTube, if you're on TikTok, if you're on Instagram, if you're on Twitter, if you're on LinkedIn, wherever you are, Facebook. I just appreciate you guys for showing up for me. I've been gone for a minute. It's season 5, and I am back. And so I have amazing guests tonight. I got my ride or die right here, my husband, who is an amazing artist. And so we'll get into that. And then I have my sister and brother. But they're also, let me tell y'all this before I get into this lovely breakdown. So they're also, they're partially my bosses. Yeah, so they're partially my bosses. And they probably gonna write me up for that.
That's not wrong.
They're like, oh yeah, you did, yeah. My check a little short. Ain't nobody asked you for pictures. People always want to help get you under the railroad tracks. Okay. But no, Courtney and Christina, you guys are just amazing. My husband, of course, is amazing. And so with Christina and Courtney, I would like for you guys to just give a brief overview of, Vicky wrote a dissertation. Hold on. Hey, no, I'm sorry. I was very curious.
Yeah, let y'all know she is not drinking.
Victoria, thank you. Yes, Ron, thank you. Shout out to Monique. She's a newlywed. Mrs. Wilkowski, she just newly married.
Congrats.
Rocky, what is up, man?
Rocky.
Now y'all know she's OG in the podcast world. So shout out to Rocky. So I want you guys to just go around and just give a little brief introduction of who you are and what you do. I'll start to the man to my left. You're right, maybe. I don't know. It depends how you look. And then we'll go to the Benjamin. So who are you, sir? And why are you?
First of all, I want to say, happy season 5, Miss TT from the team.
Thank
I
you.
see you over there holding it down like Smurfs when ankle weights.
I am a Smurf, thanks.
And you ain't gotta tell him I used to call you Smurf.
Yeah, he used to call me Smurf that, y'all, and I used to call him Papa Smurf.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Not just in the bedroom. I'm talking.
I need the backstory.
You can.
It was on Saturday mornings, right? We was watching cartoons.
Oh, no, too much.
Yeah, Swifty McVeigh is my name. Swifty is my nickname. I'm a hip hop artist, actor, Detroit native, born and raised, and just here to represent. I'm a group member as well as a solo artist, and I've been doing this professionally about 25, 26 years or more. So I'm here, trying to stay here.
Okay. Well, thank you. And thank you, Vicky, for letting us know we're haters. We're professional. We're professional haters. Yes. Yeah, we want you to drive safe, man. We don't want to see you on Crime of the Day. And so, Courtney and Christina, can you guys give a brief introduction of who you guys are and what you guys do?
Go. You go, don't just smile.
Look at that. That's all.
Ain't nothing wrong with the sound.
That's all them years.
Okay, all right. I'm Courtney Benjamin. I'm an artist, manager, music publisher. Yeah, there it is.
No. It's a no.
Okay.
That no. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So I have a passion for educating and making sure that artists and songwriters are well aware of the music business. My goal is to captivate and make you think, because a lot of artists and songwriters, they don't think about the business side. Everybody's doing music, but they're not doing business. So that's my whole goal, is to get everybody educated as possible for those that are listening. And
you're a 2-time author.
Oh yeah, I have two ebooks that have come out. Let's see what else. We started a community called Artist System Development Community. That's growing pretty rapidly. Yeah, I think that's it.
As Rocky took your word and said church.
Yes.
Amen. And let everybody say amen. Okay, that was pretty good. I'm gonna break up the books because, of course, your wife made sure of that. Yeah. We gotta get y'all together. Like,
excuse me, you trying to sell some books.
Like, did you get this and did you pull that out and did you get that? But yes, we're gonna talk about that. I'm glad you said that. Did you mention that you were an actor?
No, I didn't. I'm an actor as well too. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm an actor. Do a lot of sync placements. And that kind of like went hand in hand. Me acting before I started getting into the music business. Helped me see some marketing things that movies were doing for the movies and TV shows that I was in. Yeah, it just got me, and it got me connected with some music supervisors as well too. So I started seeing and connecting with them and learning like what's the proper procedure of submitting, and what all needs to be done and how it needs to be done, so I don't get blackballed. So yeah. So
okay, I can appreciate that. I think you might have summed it up. We'll see. Christina will definitely let you know before the show.
I know, right?
No, okay, Miss.
I'm more long-winded than you.
Yeah. Let's get it, Miss Benjamin.
Well, for those that don't know me, I've only been on here 5 times. No, wait, no, I'm just playing.
Been more than 5, but okay.
I'm just playing. No, but for those that don't know me, I'm Christina Benjamin. Courtney's my husband, of course. I am. Who am I now? Because you all know we wear many titles.
Yes.
I do a lot of stuff, but in particular, I'm in a season of my life where I'm the CEO and creator of True New Scout Hair Systems. I help women that are dealing with hair loss and alopecia. And what I do is I have an amazing product that I've re-innovated, and I have been able to connect stylists that's looking to get in the industry of hair replacement with our product, helping them replicate what they do well on natural hair onto an artificial hair system. So I go across the country. I've trained well over 100 students across the country. Last year, I came off of my first national tour, self-sponsored. So for some of y'all that's waiting for people to just open up doors and put you on tour, put yourself on tour, okay? And that's what I did. And God opened up so many doors. We're now about to launch our big affiliate, and I'm affiliate partnership. I'm part of the industry, part of the business that we're doing, and I'm working on my first commercial space for True New Scout Hair Clinic. So it's official. Move over Hair Club for men, because True New Scouts is coming.
Bam!
Wow, that was big. That was nice. That was a nice little jingle. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, amongst that, of course, I'm a wife, a mother. I'm a singer. For some of you guys that don't know, I am an independent recording artist. Where Courtney did start the label, I was our first person, and because we was having a hard time getting me shot, he said, "That's okay, baby. I'll create a label for you." Yeah. And that's where Benjamin Entertainment was grown from, honestly. And what's been so funny, although I've been climbing the ladder in my career as being a hairstylist, I started off as a singer actress. Yeah. And who knew? Fast forward, me just stepping out on faith and saying, "Hey, in the meantime, until singing and acting takes off, I'm going to go to cosmetology school." And I end up, and you were with me when I started in my basement and where I am now. Who would have known that has opened up a platform for me worldwide, to where now I'm able to do both. I'm also getting into acting. I was boss lady years ago, where I made my first acting debut. I still have people that come to me and say, "I was on YouTube and I seen Boss Lady." I'm like, "Oh my God, it's been over 12 years." But I'm finally getting back into my acting. I'm looking to get back out there. I'm trying to be on Tubi soon.
Okay.
Hey, there ain't no bump scenes though.
We're not doing no. I'm not. I have stipulations, but I'll get on Tubi. We'll be taking over. And as soon as we left Detroit started taking over the film market, and like, I gotta get back to Detroit now.
Yeah, you got family here, so you can go in between.
Yeah.
Detroit is popular movie tip. They doing a little something out there too in Atlanta now.
They doing a lot. They doing a lot. But it's so funny because so much is happening in Detroit now.
Yeah.
Art, and I'm really excited. See, people laughed at Tubi, but now they're trying to get out. And I love that it's giving independent artists, such as, just like in the music industry, what we're doing. I love the fact that there's so many people that may never be able to right now get to a big studio in Hollywood, but they're independent filmmakers and actresses. I've seen people that started off as actresses and now they're directing films. And I'm like, it's amazing. So I'm really proud of Detroit. Detroit, stand up. Y'all doing y'all
man,
big
for
one.
real, for real.
And that's what's up. And I was going to ask you that, sis, if you know if you still passionate on the acting tip, because
Yes.
I remember that play vividly, and it's so crazy. We met in a line, a long ass line,
Yes.
Sure did.
trying to audition for Tyler Perry.
Yeah. Yes. That's where all started.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my
long
God.
ass line.
Yeah.
There for hours.
12 hours.
Yeah, we said 12 hours.
12 hours. We're in line for 12 hours. That's,
Yeah.
and you know what? That's a cute story because that's how we met. So let me tell you how God has a way of putting his children with his children to network, communicate, and sometimes we're disguised as strangers and things of that nature. So shout out to Vitra, who's another sister.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
What's up, V?
Vitra is doing big things in the cannabis industry here in Michigan and other things. She's a serial entrepreneur. But so Swifty, myself, and Vitra were a part of Work Life Entertainment. And so I think Vitra found
that's a movie company for those who don't know.
Yeah, Work Life Entertainment is where Swifty and I officially met, even though we kind of met when I was a choreographer, backup dancer for a local rapper, and they opened up for D12 and Eminem. But that's that. But we officially met when we worked on a movie called 7 Days on 7 Mile. So that's where we met Vitra. And we drove down to Atlanta for an audition. And we were in line, no lie, y'all, no exaggeration, 12 hours. And that's where we met Courtney.
Yeah.
We met Paul Dean. We met somebody else.
It was Paul's cousin. What was her name?
I don't know. But anyway, we know Paul. So
Yeah.
So we stood there.
We was actually taking turns going to the store for each other. We was like,
Yep.
I'm gonna go to the store next and brought everybody some chips and candy.
Hold our place in line.
Right, don't lose your place in line. Don't lose your place in line.
Yeah, it was good. It was great. And now here we are, family. You know.
Absolutely. Yeah. And then we went from family to employee because
Hi, Karen.
Karen said what up to you guys.
What's up, Karen?
And somebody else has said something to you guys. I gotta see. I gotta go through. Y'all keep on throwing that little. But
them bags of chips was tasting like steaks, though.
Hey,
come on.
Hey, hungry. Hungry.
You talking about teamwork on some snacks?
It was. And we didn't make it, y'all, that time. But what we did was made a friendship and a connection. And when we came back, it's another story.
About the play.
Okay. Like I'm actually So I am going to be working with the playwright Vanessa Land, who is the producer, director, writer of Boss Lady, where Christina killed it. She murdered Boss Lady.
That's Vanessa Land.
Salute.
Yeah. So I had told Vanessa, no, first of all, let's talk about Courtney. Courtney was down there campaigning for Christina. We didn't know who Christina was. We didn't know what Christina looked like. And y'all already know Renika McQueen is seeking actors and actresses. Yes, she is. Shout out.
We gotta shout out. We gotta hook up with Renika.
Yeah. Producer, director, writer from Detroit. She's amazing. Thank you for that, Rocky.
Thank you, Rocky.
Yeah, for everybody else that's on here listening, wherever you are in the world, if you are looking to break into acting and you have some skill set, reach out to Renika McQueen. She's amazing. So, so Courtney was like, oh yeah, he pulled out this flyer, right? He was like, yeah, my wife is in this competition for Carl Knive. Y'all could just go and vote for her. Now, we don't know if she was blind with one leg in a kickstand. We don't even know, but the way this man loved on her, we was like, we're going to vote for her, right? And so we asked more questions about her. In that time, I was working with the production and the play. And so Vanessa was like, we need, she had to fire the Peaches that was a part of the production. And so she said, I need to find my Peaches. She needs to be a Southern peach. She needs to be beautiful, blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking, like, I don't even know what Christina looked like. And so, but then I saw a picture of Christina and I thought, like, damn, she's very pretty. I was like, okay, she's like very. So I was like, okay. So I was bigging up Christina to Vanessa. I'm like, I said, I didn't tell her about what she looked like or anything. I just said, I was going to send her. I called Christina and I kind of gave her some tips.
You did. And I was prepared. And I went in there
prepared. But here's the thing. Now, she was supposed to went to audition when I went that night, but she ended up going earlier than me. Vanessa called me and said, "Girl, I found my peaches." I'm looking like, "Huh?" She said, "Yeah." She said, "Baby, I found it." She said, we ain't hold the people that's coming. We just gonna let them know we found them, and we gonna take their recommendation. We just gonna let them go." But she said, "Oh, when she walked in, she had the look, she had the sound. She just was my peaches," and I felt like, "Oh no, Christina's gonna show up." She said, "Girl, she looked like Halle Berry." I said, "What's her name?" She said,
I gotta get small again.
I was like, oh, okay. So then I was excited because Christina got it, and it just worked out, and she went on to do great things. I think it was there I discovered that Christina also was a singer, and so her career, I got to see that take off and do great things.
Yeah, you sung in Boss Lady, right?
Yeah, she gave me, no, I sang in, she let me open up a couple times for
was it Unequally Yoked?
Unequally Yoked.
It was Unequally Yoked and
Affairs.
Okay.
And we had a great run with Vanessa Lynn, for sure. So she definitely put on a lot of people in the city.
But
in particular, you know, it's just crazy by him going down to, and I'm gonna tell you, when Courtney went down to the Tyler Perry thing, we were going through like, whoa, we was going through just starving artists. I don't even know how we even had the money for him to even go down there. He really didn't.
I think I was getting paid like $7 an hour. I had like maybe 20 hours a week.
It was pretty bad.
Rough.
And I was like, you know, we've always been very supportive of one another. So it was just crazy that he went down there on a wing and a prayer with people. I don't even know how you knew these people to go down there with them.
I don't even remember how I met Paul and them.
I don't even know how he met Paul at the time, but he ended up in a car with him, and y'all ended up down at the Tyler Perry cattle call, because that's what it was for a play.
And Palmer, he said he confirmed that. You know, it's a promotion thing.
But what's so crazy and what's so divine is that you would meet TT and Swift there, and then from there, you didn't know. Like, I had never wrote a monologue, so when you had talked to me about this, I didn't even know what a monologue was. I just went in the mirror and I started making up stuff. You gave me context as far as like, you know, she's a Southern belle, she's a daddy's girl, and I went in there and I didn't know what the heck I was doing. And when Courtney had submitted me to the Carl Kanai, I didn't even know this boy had submitted me to be a model. Yeah. But it just shows you that he has believed in me from day one. So even while he's down there standing in line doing his acting thing, he's promoting his wife, and we wouldn't know we would meet our lifelong friends. And just from you just giving me context on that, I went in there, I stepped out on faith. God will cause you to do things you did not know you knew how to do. You know, so a lot of times we're searching for you don't know. Oftentimes you do know. It's just about when the opportunity comes, what are you gonna do with it? Mm-hmm. And so I didn't know what I was doing, but I went in there and I did my thing. And who knew that from just that seed that you planted, just telling me just what to do in the sense of, you know, at least to be a little prepared. I was able to go in there while Vanessa, y'all never had talked. You know what I'm saying? You didn't know that I went in there ahead of time. And you knew I was going to be perfect. It was like that role was for me. Yeah. And during that time, that is where God really, really built a community around me and Courtney. I really appreciate that whole platform Vanessa had created too, you know, because I got to meet my friends, some of my lifelong friends, people that I really hold dear to me, and art saved our lives. So, you know, from that, you know, Benjamin Entertainment was born. Just, you know, Courtney didn't even know I can sing when we first got married. I didn't tell him that. That developed after the fact. After I had enough courage to step out and go audition, then the music started opening up.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
It's just amazing that he was always trying to create opportunities for me and for us to grow. So it is pretty awesome what, you know, just how God has planned out the road. It's kind of wow.
It's amazing too how God like bring a lot of stuff full circle too, because like after that, I think you went out with the Brinkleys as well too.
I did. I was able to tour.
Yeah.
I was able to be on tour with celebrities like I got to acting with Cisco and like Clifton Powell and stuff like that. You know, real singers on the road. You know, a lot of the gospel singers you see now. You know, just from just that opportunity of being seen and acting. But it's crazy that God took a pause and he moved me in a different direction to build my platform, because what I couldn't do as an independent artist, God said, that's okay. I'm going to build a platform for you. So, you know, Christina Benjamin is a brand too. You know what I'm saying? He built me in my own right. So no matter what I do, people are going to be invested because I'm just being myself. So whether I'm a hairstylist, whether I'm a singer, artist, mother, supporter of my husband, you know, a wife, I just feel like we just have a really powerful brand. And I think it's very important to stay true to who you are.
Yeah, and you never know who's like watching, because like Christopher, because like out of that whole tour and stuff, like none of them knew I would be in music. I wasn't even in music, you know, when she was touring and all of that stuff. So like it come full circle with Christopher Williams. Who else was it? It was some other artists that had came to me and was like, man, and it was like, oh, wasn't your wife in the play we was in on tour?
Drew
you know, Drew it was Cisco and Jazz. That's what it was.
Okay.
Cisco and Jazz. And then we all start working together, and it's just like it's just crazy how God worked things out.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't even know nothing about no iTunes or nothing if Swift wouldn't have showed me. I didn't even know how to put the music up on none of the platforms. I kept texting him. I was like, man, I was like, I was scared to text him. I was like, man, he gonna think I'm a little lame.
It was definitely my pleasure to share the homework, man. And it's such a blessing that you have the spirit to share homework with others, man. Because there's a lot of people out there that don't do it, especially with me being in the industry for so long. Record execs and CEOs, they do not want to tell you nothing. You know, they don't want to share, they don't want to teach you, they don't want to help you do anything, man. So you are a blessing in this music industry,
Absolutely.
man. Not only as the man you are, but the knowledge and the wisdom that you have, that you tap into these people and share your wisdom and help empower others. That's a blessing, man. And I salute you for that.
Man, appreciate it. Appreciate you.
And I want to say shout out to you guys, because y'all know y'all was our first celebrity couple.
Yeah.
Y'all don't understand.
Hey, but
Tixie and Swift is a big deal.
Man,
Okay, come on now.
Really a big deal.
Don't do that.
You guys are.
No, seriously.
Seriously, you guys really sold into our life.
Like for real, like even like watching y'all operate and everything, and like when we would go out to dinner and stuff, like when me and Christina would go out on date night, we would go to like Red Robin so we could split a burger
endless fries.
And then y'all was getting appetizers.
All right, okay.
They get appetizers. I said, we was right in the car with that. I said, did you see they got dessert?
You know what? I'm so sick of
y'all. More than one drink.
It was like, man, one day, man.
One day. And it didn't make us jealous. It made us inspired.
It provoked us to go harder, man, for real.
And you guys really planted a seed. Just living your life and just going out. And even like with Swift being so transparent, so human, you know, and with you, like, you have such a exuberant personality, and just you're so talented, you know, just to see how well you guys got together, how down to earth you guys were. I'm like, we have been so blessed to know you guys. And it was just like, seriously, there were times, it'll come time we went out with y'all, we ain't had no money.
Oh man, for real.
We knew what to get and what not to get, but it was good to just sit in the presence of that. Now I can get whatever I want. What you want to do? We got to fight over the bill. Like, we got it this time.
And we do. We be like, we got it. No, we got it. Like, okay, and it was like, okay, look, we're not gonna do that.
But you are who you hang around. It really shows you are who you hang around, and it's so important to be around other people that are doing things even beyond what, you know, teach me how to live, show me it's a better way. And from a genuine real place. And you guys have just been so, just every step of our life going forward since we met has been, I mean, now we spend holidays together, we locked in, we found. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I'll always tell that story because you guys just don't know how much of a blessing you guys have been in the Benjamin's life.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to tell the story. What about the story about me hiring myself to be Courtney's executive assistant or artist assistant?
You know why TC got all these jobs? Because she be hiring herself. She be hiring herself.
Oh man.
You can't fire me because I hired myself. It's a lot of power in it. you know, when she hired herself to be my sister, I was like, girl, I ain't even got nothing to assist. She said, you will. And I'm gonna be here when you do. And I appreciate that. Yeah, definitely. And same thing with Courtney, you know, you just serve with and I'm talking about professional.
Yeah.
We ain't talking about, you know, some people that want to be on your team, but they want to halfway do things. When I'm talking about thorough. You take the job serious. And because you have planted seeds, it's opened up other doors for you. Because when you move in a spirit of excellence, you know, you're going to move a certain type of way. So it's like, you know, people don't have to tell you to be excellent. No, that's part of my makeup. This is my name on the line. So if I say, TT, can you get this done? I know it's going to be done. I don't have to micromanage you. And it's a lot of power in that. Let's just say, like, you know, sometimes people are not willing to pay dues to show. Everybody want to make the money right now, but show what you can do, because oftentimes at the end of the day, it's hard to find a nucleus, like a team. You know, people that come and go, they're indispensable. You know, you have high turnover with people when you're running a company, but you only have a certain type of core. Everybody can't be a part of your core. It takes a certain type of person to see beyond, see the potential. And especially when you work with people that you know they're genuine. You know, you can't do this with everybody, but when you know people's heart, you're willing to go the extra step, because you know if they had it, they would give it to you. And you know when they do have it, they are. And so I thank God, because I always wanted to say, you know, and which is why I respect your time. I'm like, yeah, I know you always tell me like, well, girl, just you need to tell me. But you know, when you have respect for people's time, you don't waste it.
Yeah. Amen. Yeah. And I appreciate that love.
And I appreciate you.
Thank you for
I do.
You know, thank you for trusting me.
You gave me my first feature. I didn't even know you get paid for that. I needed that money when you gave me that money, bro. And from then he said, but no, for real, you set the context of, oh, you mean to tell me people supposed to pay me to be featured on their song if I'm humming on there? Like, Swift, you gave me my first big break. My first celebrity. I'm just saying, like, you don't have to do that. And
you don't make difference. Take this. Y'all got me up in this point sweating with y'all.
Yes, I was like, really? I was sitting there with Swift. Are you kidding me? Like, you know, so it was like I didn't even know nothing about getting paid to do a feature. Yeah. So you might have thought it was little, but you knew the business, and that planted a seed right there. So I'm like, nah, I'm not doing nothing less than what
I know that's right.
And you blessed.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you blessed the material, so you deserve your just due.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and I appreciate that. You should actually it was 2 features too. I remember when I think Brandon he was real little for the first one. Yeah, he was sitting there vibing at the end of the
in his car seat, like
we go back.
For real.
Yeah. Thank you.
We do. I tell nephew, I'm like, boy, you change your diapers for real. I did, but I'm grateful, and you know, although we make the joke about me hiring myself for y'all, it's just I saw, and it wasn't about the money. We all have started where we started. Yeah. Like in this industry. Vanessa Lynn gave me my first time break. I came in to be an actress, and she allowed me to direct. Y'all remember that when the director had a heart attack and he died, and then that production came on, and that's when I think Kel Mitchell came in. And
Years.
Right. Years. And shout out to Sonia Renee, because she played. We got some great people. Sonia Renee is doing big things over at, you know, DR2. Yeah, she did her own thing with Dennis Reed. You're doing her thing, and it was someone else that came through. K-Ron Moore. Look at
Oh,
K-Ron.
yeah.
Tyler Perry. Oh,
Like, yeah.
These are people we work with. These are our friends.
Yeah.
And
Shout out
so,
to K-Ron.
yeah, shout out to K-Ron. And so we stay in touch with her, and it's just we're proud of each other. And one thing I love about our friendship, we can separate business. When it's business, is business, right? When it's pleasure is pleasure, and we don't mix the two. I thank God we have not. I think let me find some wood because this chair.
Find some wood in that house.
I had to find some wood because I said we've never had a fallout.
We don't have to.
Friends for a very long time. We've never had a fallout, and that's a blessing. And so communication is key, right? Communication is key. What we have is genuine, and that's one of the reasons why I'm always grateful when I do something like this launching. This isn't my regular launch. Like my standard show is going to be at 8 o'clock, 8 to 9. Tonight is different. I'm launching, and I have things I want to share with the people. So if you guys got to go, the people, I get it. If you guys got to go, because I'm really respectful of everybody's time, but it was important to me. It meant something to me. Like, of course I can launch this thing. What? But no, but it's just on a level of it meant something to me, having my husband be available, make himself available, because he's got 1,000 things going on right now in his career, and he makes the time. And it's not just because I'm his wife, but I am TT from the D. So yeah, now, now you better answer them. I want to unpack some things because I want the people to get to know a little bit about you guys outside of what you ran down. So, Courtney, you do have 2 books. I'm going to go to those and let you talk about them. Here we go. This is the first one. Where's my money? Tell us about that.
Yeah. So where's my money? That was birthed through all of the royalties I was getting back for artists and songwriters, and then thank God, man, like the beginning of this month, I finally hit $1.1 million, then recovered and back recovered and it took about 3 years, but we did it, you know what I mean? But so like this is pretty much a foundation of telling you, like, if you don't set up all this stuff, it's not about just signing up for some of these organizations. You got to actually register the works. You got to actually report some things. You got to take that business side serious, because if you don't, because this music is going to outlive you. So like all this stuff is just going to go into a black box or go to somebody's favorite artist or something like that. Hey, what's you got going on there?
I was just I was commenting on the feed. I was trying to comment to these people, telling them thank you for tuning in. You just finished with your book intro.
Continue on, Courtney.
Yeah, but it's just pretty much in a nutshell, it's just showing all the income streams for artists, and also the income streams for songwriters, and showing them how to achieve those goals of getting the income coming in.
Okay.
Through sync, through mechanical royalties. I just got a call the other day. One guy, he had put in like seven of his songs, and I think it was like maybe 6 months ago, and he just got like $25,000 back from the MLC.
My God.
So MLC is a mechanical licensing. They what they do is they get all of the digital royalties from you. I mean, digital mechanical royalties for you.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Okay.
And Harry Fox gets all the physical ones. So sorry about that. I'm a little winded.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. We're gonna double that.
No, but yeah. Huh?
I said give you some breathing room.
Oh yeah. No, I just ate too some of the stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, the MLC gathers all the digital mechanical royalties. You got your PROs, they give you all your performance royalties, and that's radio, sync, Like when you do live performances, go and report those. What other streams? And then understanding the copyright. It's a master side and it's also a publishing side. So when you get a sync placement, say if it's a sync placement for $10,000, it's really each side of that copyright gets $5,000 each. It's not everybody gets that $10,000. You know, so like whoever owns that master side, they get $5,000, and that's split between the record label and the producer and artist. You get the publishing side. That's, you know, however you got it on your split sheet. That's who gets that publishing. They split up that $5,000.
Man, and thank you for this book, man, because with me being an artist and, you know, having experience talking to different artists over the years, like a lot of people always get into the zone of where they think they got jacked or ganked or and that book has all the knowledge that everybody really needs to know, but people just don't do the research to figure it out. And when they get themselves into a jam, they want to point the finger or whatever, but you got to do your research. And that's another thing I respect, that you did the research and now you're able to give people all the tools and the jewels that they need so they won't get into those jams. So I recommend any artist that's looking at this podcast right now, please grab that book so you won't get caught up in any musical jams, because it's so easy. This game is so wishy-washy and cutthroat, but all you gotta do is cross your T's and dot your I's. And there it is. There's my money.
Where's my money?
Is that a baseball bat you got over there or a hammer over there with the guy holding it?
With the guy, oh no, I think that's a microphone.
Violent. I'm just trying to understand. What is that?
No, I think that's a microphone.
I know. I just talking crap.
Hey, you had me thinking for a minute. I'm like, hold on now.
There might be Ice Cube when he walked up into that label with that bat.
You know what?
That's right.
Okay. And I won't. But yeah.
And a prime example of what Swift talking about is just like, you know, you could tell the songwriters, you know, what to do. Like Kendrick Lamar's song, "Turn the TV Off" or "TV Off."
Yeah.
Dude didn't even one of the guys on the project, I ain't gonna name his name, but he's actually featured on the song. Got a verse. This song that sold 2 million copies. My God. And it says NS next to his name. So that means he's not even registered with a PRO at all. So he's not collecting none of them performance royalties, none of that Super Bowl performance royalty.
What?
Because I promise you, it say NS, and we tried to tell him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's very,
you know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You be getting yourself?
Oh yeah.
Hey. Like,
because I know that's a BS.
Yeah. So I mean, like all the time that this song been popping everywhere on radio, all of that. You didn't get none of the back end. You probably get paid up front, but the back end royalties. I mean, you don't get paid for the Super Bowl, but when your songs are performed on it, that's a live performance. So they gotta send the production sheet in, and then that goes, and then the PROs pay you off of that.
Yeah,
like a license.
And it's super important because when you're 90, 95 years old, you know,
church.
Right,
yeah,
Rocky.
You want that to continue rolling in. That's the retirement, 401k, the whole nine, publishing, all that. That's what all that is. So it's very important that you seal that up before you do anything, because hey, you get lost in the sauce, you get older, and then you could be wondering like, what happened? You know. Yeah. So thank you for that book, brother.
If you have no problem at all.
Wait, he got another book. Wait a minute. Wait for it.
That's right, because this is that's number 2. There we go.
That's chill. Uno dos.
Yeah, this was my baby right here though. That was like my first book, and the reason I did that, the business of being an artist, is because artists don't understand that they're a business. You know, protecting yourself with an LLC and not having. Well, not even with an LLC, but incorporating. You know, you find out what structure fits you by going to your attorney and seeing what business structure fits you. But but not having no protection, no LLC or nothing, they coming after all of your personal belongings. Everything that's attached to your social security number, your car, your house, your bank accounts, all of that. So I wanted to make sure that people understood that they were a business, show them how to develop business credit so they don't have to depend on record labels, because that's all they're doing is they just depending on all these different avenues instead of leveraging them. You know, if you come in with $50,000 of business credit, you know, and somebody come in and say, hey, I got like a $75,000 record deal I want to give you. It's a 360 deal or whatever. I mean, you will know how to leverage that. I mean, it's nothing wrong with a 360 deal, but it's a lot wrong with it. It's a lot not wrong with it either.
Yeah.
So if you leverage it the right way, shoot, that could blow you up so quick. You know, and then understanding how to get $1. Because if you don't know how to make $1 in your business, all that credit, all them loans, all the record labels, any money that comes to you, if you didn't flip that, you're not gonna flip their record label money either. You're just gonna be in a bigger hole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
let me ask the question. Now, is this book solely on the business side? Does it have anything in there that leans on artist development?
Yeah, it talks about artist development.
Okay.
It talks about business development, as far as like even like with the groups. I talk about how the Temptations, their whole LLC as a company. I mean, as a group. So when you have a group, you know, somebody owns that name. You know, just like even with Total, you know, one of the artists, they own the name and the trademark of, you know, your IP means a lot.
Yeah.
So I talk about copyright. I talk about trademarking. And trademarking, you trademark your name, your record label, and then there's different classes and all that stuff. You know, you talk to an IP attorney to get what fits you. But like say if you get booked for something and they use your name and you got your trademark on your name, now you just develop another stream of income. So if you want to use my name, you got to pay me for my name, and then you pay me for the service that you hired me for.
That's crazy. A lot of people don't know that.
Good stuff.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. And then I think one thing too, I don't know. I mean, because prices change, and today's price, we know the saying, today's price is not yesterday's price is not today's price. So that's what we say. But a lot of the times, like when I first started out, pricing was difficult for me because I wasn't sure what to charge. Mm-hmm. Right. And so then, it goes back to something that Swifty said earlier. I don't remember because we've been talking about it a lot, but on a level of, if I ask my fellow stage manager, let's just say, because I stage manage, hey, how much should I be charging? I mean, I charge a certain price, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, okay. So otherwise you're not going to share your homework with me. Not saying, maybe you charge more than what I charge, but maybe your skill set is higher than mine. So I can't maybe charge that right now, but one day I can get there. For me, someone like me, I share it all. Why? Because I'm not concerned about what he or she is going to get or not get. My job is to share the knowledge because God gonna keep on giving it to us. Mm-hmm. And as you put these books out there, people can buy it just to say they got it and put it in their library. But if you don't read to study yourself approved like you do the Bible, then you're not gonna know nothing. And you're gonna have all this knowledge sitting on the bookshelf or sitting in your car or sitting on your coffee table as a look that is, oh, I'm educating you, really not. Like you said, being an artist, like Swifty is a brand. You know what I'm saying? He's a brand. Swifty is a brand. I didn't marry Swifty. That's not what's on my marriage license. You know what I'm saying? But he's an artist. And so he knows that it's a business. He's always talking business. Every time I turn, he's talking business. He ain't shouldn't be talking. It's just a never-ending business. But it's amazing to hear, like, when you have these conversations, a lot of people want to do things and they don't have the knowledge. And then a lot of times people make mistakes and they aren't humble enough to say, hey, I need some help. You know what I'm saying? Or I messed up with that. I didn't know about that. So people are getting this in here. Karen says, I have my name and logo as federal registered trademark. You know what I'm saying? Rocky said, I need to trademark Rocky's reality. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. Karen said, that's okay. You bring so much value in the shows. If they try to match you, you can't be. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you. And Rocky said, yes, I hate when people are stingy with info. There's enough for all of us to win. Absolutely, Queen. Absolutely. It's true. You know what I'm saying? Each one, reach one, teach one. I'm always saying that. You know what I'm saying? And Swifty said it. Ron is saying that you teaching. You're educating, Courtney. But that's what Leah said a long time ago, before you even got to the level you were. She said, you know, Courtney, the next Berry Gordy, right?
She always said that. Yeah.
She used to always say that. And she was so serious. She didn't feel no lie. You know what I'm saying?
And the crazy thing is I met Berry Gordy twice. And the last time we talked, he told me, he was like, I made my dream a reality. Now it's your turn.
Amen. Wow.
I was like, man, they hit my heart so hard. I was like, man. And I took it serious, and it just made me go even harder, you know.
Yeah.
And shoot, and this another thing, like artists, they get in their way thinking they know everything.
Yeah.
You know,
yes.
The crazy thing is like even with touring, you know, that's why another reason why the business of being an artist is like when you're touring, it's just like the NBA and football. You know, like the NBA and football, they call it jock tax. But in music, when you tour, say you go to say you do a show in Atlanta. Atlanta has city tax, county tax, and state tax. So you getting taxed 3 times. So yeah, you got 100,000 for that show, but you better put some tax money up because you're gonna have to pay Georgia at the end of the year.
That's
you know
terrible.
what I'm saying? Every city that you go to, just like with the NBA, you know, some of their home states may not have taxes, but when they go and play the Bulls or something like that, they gotta pay Illinois taxes all the time. You know, and that's just like with music. Every time they go to a different city or state, you gotta pay taxes.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't do them W-9s for nothing.
Okay.
There you go.
What up, Zanye?
What's up?
Hey.
She had just tapped in here, and I'm about to move over to Sweetie because Zanye just popped in, and I was like, okay, you know, we gotta, get y'all fellas out the way. Then Christina and I gotta go for the goal. But so Swifty, let's talk about a couple things that you got going on here. First of all, when I saw this, what's the first thing y'all think when y'all see this?
I served my country for 30 years. No.
Yeah,
I jumped out of an airplane.
That's a respectable gentleman.
No. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about this.
Well, that's my character for a movie called Tweed. I'm actually in a movie called Tweed where I played the sergeant. It's a sci-fi action.
Wow,
thriller.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and the premiere just came out the other day.
What?
Yeah, we went to it.
Yeah.
Hey.
We want to see it.
Yeah, it's
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Francesca Eastwood is in it. Bianca Van Dam is in it, and I had fun, man, playing that role, man. Gave me some nice little shine time being a sergeant. So I was in my sergeant swag.
He did a great job too.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
He did his thing. Cody and I was sitting there very, very proud. We was we were very proud.
Appreciate it.
And so, Swifty is a man of many talents. We know he's a hip hop artist and things like that. But I'm gonna share tonight.
Oh yeah.
All right, now
let's talk about this.
Okay, so so this is a song with the talented Zanye. We got a song called "Breathe," the remix. And we just did a video maybe a couple of weeks ago. And this flyer right here is the flyer to the video release party and meet and greet and show that's coming up March 3rd at the Orchid in Ferndale.
Nice.
Showcasing the video that we did. And the single is going to come out shortly after that. So I think you won't be disappointed when you hear this, man. And I'm not being biased. I think this is a great song. Timeless, she did her thing on there, and I'm happy to be a part of it. So that's what that flyer is. Yeah.
All right, well, we're gonna give y'all a little pebble, right? A little pebble. I love Pebble. Okay, and y'all gonna recognize, of course, the artist and a couple of folks in this little piece. Shout out to Zanye, shout out to Swifty, shout out to Rocky, and all the people that was a part of this. But I'm gonna give you guys a little snippet. It's a Pebble.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
a little more.
a little more. All right, okay.
No.
All right, for sure. Here we go. Check it out. I know you silly.
Get enough, fill me up forever.
I'm really feeling you, there's no one realer. When my chest is wheezing, you my human inhaler. I'm here to embellish, a lot of love to share. That's my queen right there, a breath of fresh air.
Yeah. You gotta come on, my
Blue Jay vibes on that thing. I like that. It's a vibe.
Yeah, man.
I love it.
Yeah.
That video looks great too.
Oh, yeah, so much. And Rocky just put the link up there for the tickets for the event right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop that so you guys can check it out. You'll be seeing more promo on that. And wait a minute, let me go back. Let me back up, Paddle. I think I saw something that really was really interesting to me outside of Zanye and Swifty. Oh, it's hosted by TT from the D.
Oh,
okay. In the building, doing her thing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
House.
Yeah, man.
I like it.
It's gonna be a night. It's gonna be a night.
It's gonna be so nice.
Shout out to Zanye. I always say, and I could say shout out to Marcus Divine because I had a great conversation with him a couple years ago in the studio, and we were talking about. I don't know if people remember there was TT consultation services, right? And then we was talking in the studio, and I was just like, I want to go global. I want to do things that's outside. And he says, let me ask you something, sis. He was like, if a corporate person comes into town and they say, I want to hire someone, do you think they're going to call TT consultation services? Like, or would they call Craig Enterprise? Right. And I said, I said, you know what? You're right. If I was Googling, I wouldn't be like, let me get TT. What? What's called? Right? But Craig, people are always looking at like, they want to know about my name, Craig. And then I had a whole interview with a law firm one time when I was 19, and they was looking like for Teresa Craig. He walked right. He told the receptionist, "Where's Teresa Craig?" She's like, "She's right behind you." He turned around. He turned so red. And when we got in there, I said, "You was looking for no one that was black or he turned redder." He said, I said, "It's okay."
No, of course not. I wasn't.
Right. So I just appreciate that. And I said that to say that Craig Enterprises, Zanye was my first official client over there.
Oh, that's what's
up. He had just put up some promo about the radio station that we're going to visit on Friday. And it say we will be on Mason and Star on Kiss FM Detroit this Friday.
That's what's up.
The event. So if you're listening, tune in to Kiss FM Detroit this Friday morning. We'll be talking about the event and hopefully playing the song and just vibing out. You know what I'm saying? So thank you, Rocky.
Yeah.
Yeah, big shout out to my brother Tristan Lee too. I seen you on there, man. We was talking. I just cannot leave this podcast without saying what up, though. If you listening, I see you, brother, and salute you.
Love you too,
yeah. Love you too.
You know what? And as I said, this isn't my standard show, y'all. So this would normally be 8 to 9, right? And so this is a launch. And so I got so much to tell you. If you guys have to go, I totally understand it. That's the beautiful thing about being able to play it back. You can go back and check it out. And Benjamin's, I'm gonna pull Christina up. I'll go last because if you guys gotta go, I know you guys are doing things and I ain't trying to keep you. Y'all know I kidnap y'all. Y'all know how we get down. Yeah. But, I just want to try and unpack everything that I want people to know what they need to know. But I'm gonna jump on over, Swifty, you're gonna do amazing Monday. You and Zanye gonna knock it off. Y'all about to tear this shit right on up. Yeah. And I'm just saying they're gonna do Marvel. I really do love the damn song. And then when you got on there with the
Sounds
extra,
good.
Oh,
I wanted to hear more.
I know. Well,
Give me a rock. I don't want no pebbles.
I wish.
I want it more.
I know. Wait till the video, baby. Baby, that video cold.
I can't wait.
It's cold in the seat, and the video's cold as well. Okay, so let's get over to the True New Scout. I'm gonna show you guys a couple of units.
Lord.
Yeah. This one right here.
You didn't found, girl.
Miss Vicky.
That girl look good.
That girl,
Okay.
she's no dynasty. Yeah, like, okay, Dominic LaRue. Okay, and then here we have this one. Miss Celine.
We switched up the look.
A little something. And then sassy. We might want a little color. Miss Erica. Okay. Miss Erica. Okay.
I love that one.
I do too. I love that one too. You look like you shouldn't be out in these streets, okay?
He be letting me out.
You look like
He's coming back.
There, okay. And then we have the short pixie.
Yes.
This is the perfect pixie. Shout out to Ursula, who was one of your models. So let's get into those units, Christina. You've been True New Scout. You kind of went over it. You designed it because you specialize with working with people with alopecia, right?
Yes, and those are all units. Yes, those are all hair systems. I do specialize with, of course, I've started off working on women that has natural hair, which I still do. But my main clientele are women that are struggling with hair loss, women that may have alopecia. And my whole goal is to get you looking like yourself again, like when your hair grew out of your scalp. So they are non-surgical hair replacement units. And that's why I specialize. I don't sell wigs. I sell hair systems. So, I sell confidence. We take time to tailor make things for the clients. Thank you. Thank you, Zanye. Thank you. Yeah. When I tell you, like, it's truly my ministry. I didn't know God was going to take something out of me just trying to figure out when I was working on clients. When I was in Detroit, I was a short hairstylist. I was pretty known in Detroit at the time for doing what I did. And when I went to Atlanta, I had to start all over again. It's like a sea of stylists, like what's going to set me apart. But who knew, even when I was working in Detroit, I was having women come in and they had a lot of traction alopecia. And at the time, we just thought people edges was missing. We don't know that's really alopecia. Alopecia really has become little less taboo now because of the internet, and so many people are being a little more transparent and showing they don't have hair. Well, what was going on is I was doing a lot of camouflage cutting, a lot of over direction in my cuts because women didn't have hair. And then for women that I couldn't even over direct, I had to begin to use tracks, and I would have to be like, well, I'm still I don't want people to know they got tracks in their hair. So God still was using my hands and preparing me to perfect what I would later on be able to change my life and other stylists' lives and clients across the country. I mean, I'm very known for what I do.
You are.
And I don't take it for granted. I mean, literally, like, you know how you have people, if you met your favorite celebrity, you have people that because they don't have hair, I'm somebody that's reachable, but like a lot of times when they're coming in, they're like, I can't believe you're doing my hair. Like, I've been looking at your pictures and I just love what you do. And it even sometimes it's hard for me once I meet them for them to be like, I'm like, listen, I'm just here to do your hair. But really, it's like, I realize also it's a connection of you're the person that's going to give me this confidence that I've been missing. And I've been missing my hair for years, and I see that you can do it. It's like hope. And it's such a blessing. I don't take that for granted. It's nothing but God. I give him all the glory. So I really feel like God has given me the heart for this. I love what I do. You know, this is something I would do for free. I'm going to charge, but I've done plenty of things for free. I said I would do it for free. But your gifts will make room for you. So, that there have been times, and I still go above and beyond what people pay me because I want it to be right and I love what I do. And because I've mastered it, God has been able to make me be able to create a living wage for myself and show others in my industry how to do what I do so they can have a quality of life, help clients, as well as change their own life financially.
Amen. We got California in the building.
What I know.
California.
Louis,
Yeah.
do.
You know what? You're right. What I heard so far tonight, if we think about, for those of you that didn't, catch the show earlier, you could always go back and check it out. It's an amazing show. This is the launch, so this is not my normal show. So just so you know, it's not going to be running over an hour, moving forward. But this is a special because it's a lunch, and not a lunch like eating a lunch. LAUNCH. Okay, maybe the wine was doing something. I'm not sure, but yeah. So our gifts have made room for us.
Yeah,
our gifts have allowed us to step out on faith and then run with faith. Like you guys picked up your whole families and moved to Atlanta.
Yes.
Right? And not 100% totally sure of what it was going to look like. But God, right?
Yeah.
And every time we show him, if he gives us a little bit that we can do more, he increases it. Yeah. As long as you remember to remain humble, though. Right? You got to remain humble
first.
And keep
you got to keep God first.
That's too.
Thank you, Louis. We thank you,
thank you, brother.
Thank you.
We love and appreciate you, man.
Yay. So, with the hair units, I know you specialize for clients with alopecia, but you make them for people like the girl next door.
Like me and you. Like I wear them too. Like I find though in real life, I find women that already have hair don't always see the value in the work that goes into what I do.
I can believe
so sometimes when you're dealing with people that have pre-existing hair and they have other options and they switch their hair a lot, which is why I don't advertise them as wigs. Wigs are for cosmetic use. Yeah. Non-surgical hair replacements are because you don't have hair. So we need these women don't have a lot of options. Like they can't just go to the store and slap on a wig and keep it moving. Some people can. Some people are at the place where in their journey, like, I don't care. I am not my hair. Good for you, girl. But everybody's not there. Some people really have a big thing about, I don't want people to know I've been rocking this same wig for the same time, for the same amount of years. And I think people think this is my hair. Nobody thinks that's your hair. We all know it's a wig. But at the end of the day, it may be the only thing she's had that's given her confidence. So imagine coming into, you haven't seen your hair grow out your scalp for 20 years. And then I give you a system and it looks very realistic.
It does.
And it looks like you again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's just enough. You can't put a value on people's confidence. So I find that women that really truly do suffer with hair loss and alopecia, they have a different appreciation for the True New Scalps. However, I do offer ready-to-wear hair systems that are longer, that don't take as much customization, but our short ones take a lot of customization, which is why I wish you really could have shown someone that was bald and then someone that actually had one of my hair systems on, because they could see the transition. But you guys could definitely go on my page. I have plenty of before and afters, and you guys will see the magic of these pieces. It's a lot of time that goes in craftsmanship, but yes, I do service women like me and you that have hair and that enjoy it. But I generally tend to market towards women that actually do really need my services. Like they're the ones that are really underserved in this community because they're stuck with stylists that aren't educated in hair loss. So they're further perpetuating it, or they're stuck with people that are giving them poor service and being mistreated, but then they don't have anywhere to go. So they're stuck with that type of stylist, and they may not even really like the way that stylist does their hair. They just kind of deal with it and try to fix it when they go home. So, it's a lot of abuse that comes with on the other side of women that actually have a real issue with alopecia is a condition.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a little different level of care. So when they come into me, I'm not just your hairstylist. I'm your non-surgical hair replacement specialist. You're coming into a specialist. So, that's going to be a little different. The private setting, The intention, the me carving out time just for you. You're not in a line full of people. People aren't looking at you. What's she gonna do with her hair? Did you see she ain't got no hair? Oh my God, did you see what she did? You know, people have real anxiety behind that. I have women in my chair that their husbands don't even know that they don't have hair.
Oh my!
You know, I have
a whole podcast.
Wow.
Yeah, I have a client. Every time it's time for her to get her hair done, she starts an argument with her boyfriend. So he won't come over. She needs to take her hair off. You know, it's a real thing. I said, I pray that God give you freedom in that area, because someone that truly love you, he should love you whether you have hair or not. You know, but for her, she's just stifled with that fear of what if they know? You would never know. She's a beautiful woman and she struggles with that. So, you know, I keep tissue in here because it's always tears. It's a big thing, you know, coming in here. So it's not just a hair appointment. It truly is an experience. And you need someone that cares. This is my ministry.
Yeah.
We're going to do it with intention. We're going to I know I'm the type of stylist also that knows how to tell you no. If you're not a good fit for it, this is not for everyone. You know, it's not a one size fit all, but we do have something that we can get on you, you know. So I always tell them it starts with a consultation first, and then we go from there, because I feel like an informed client makes the best decision. You know, we want to help you make the right decision for you. So there's no pressure. We just want you to get back to yourself. And ultimately, I want you to be confident.
That's what's up. You're such a blessing to the community.
Thank you.
When you give out hairlines, when you start let me know, because I'm you know.
I've been trying to get my husband in one, so I got y'all.
So
I can see.
Rocky said, "Ain't no way, hubby gonna see it all." I know that's right, Rocky. I mean,
that's what it is. Okay,
yeah, but that's a blessing. Sis.
It's ministry. It's ministry, man. Right? It's ministry, and you know, women are taught that our hair is our glory. What about when your glory is gone? You know, some of us are at the place where we just love ourselves. I think once you get to a certain age and stage in your life, you're like, it is what it is. But everybody's not there. You know, when you're the only one in your family, you look at your mom, your grandparents, or whatever, if they all have hair and you're younger than them and you're the only one in the family that has hair loss, that make you feel some type of way. So, you know, it's a big deal. But beyond that, I've seen me take what helped me to live well. And because I wasn't stingy, I taught other people to see stylists be able to triple what they've been able to make, for them to also have a different fulfillment that comes in their towards the end of their career too, where they don't have to take a million clients, but they can specifically have a certain set of clients that they are able to care after, and these clients really appreciate them. My next part of my legacy is teaching and getting this product in hands of stylists that can help other clients, because I can't do everybody hair, you know, and there are other people that need those stylists, because, you know, we're therapists out here. You know, we carry a lot as stylists. You know, we're on our feet. You know, take care of your hairstylists. Take care of those that, or your therapist, you know, people that really spend time, like really making you feel good about yourself. We spend a lot of time making you guys feel good. And oftentimes we feel terrible when we go home. We're tired. Our backs are broke. You know, it's a lot that comes with this. This is why. So add on another layer of you're dealing with trauma with people that have been in people's chairs, or over the years, they've been mishandled. And then I got to create something to make a believer out of you out of one session. That's a lot of pressure. So it's layers to having to do this. I honestly feel like, Lord, I can't wait till I get a therapist on location, because we need that.
Yeah.
You know, so it's definitely more than a transformation.
I have to say, a friend of ours out, Lewis, he said, I'm gonna go back to his thing. He said, Karen deals with this all the time since moved to California.
Wow.
He's speaking about his wife. And so you're right. Like, I was talking to somebody. You remember, Christina, when I thought that I was going bald on my edges, remember?
Yeah.
I was having them like, oh my God, what is happening? Because I've always had edges and stuff, right? You did my big chop before you.
Yeah.
And so it grew back though, but okay. So so but I was like, what's going on? But what I realized what it was, once I gave the wigs a break, it was just so much. And I thought like, oh, isn't this a protective hairstyle? Right? That's what I'm thinking. Wearing a wig is a protective hairstyle. That's what I thought. But it was just like I had to give a break. And once I started doing my natural hair or wearing like even a ponytail and whatever, just letting my edges just not have nothing on it, my hair came back. I said, oh, girlfriend, I just told her the other day, I said, I love my curl pattern. My stylist now, shout out to me, she be getting me together. But I'm like, I definitely want to just go ahead and rock my natural hair this summer. I love my curl pattern. I want to just have it because it's so cute. It's just my problem is the product. Because it's all cute when it's wet. Yes. And then you be like, what? And the cotton field is going on here. Like you trying to put your hand, you can't run your hands through like Swift like to run his hands through my natural hair.
Oh, what happened?
He ain't never got it when it was like robotic. He never got it when it was robotic. Like he never got it.
No, but I mean, that it's just, I'm so glad you were able to see the difference of letting your hair braid. And I would say about 85% of the women I see, they do not give themselves time to recover. Most of us are wearing protective styles that are not protective. Like at the end of the day, you have to take it out and you have to embrace your hair sometimes, what's left in your hair. And so another thing is we don't go to the doctor in enough time. Mm-hmm. So you have thinning going on, but you keep getting that same quick wig. Yeah. You keep doing that same ponytail.
Yeah.
And so when it's time for you to wear your hair, you've been wearing weave for so long that you think your hair has been thick all this time. It has not been. So when it's time to wear your hair probably was never super thick. You've been in weave so long, you're not used to seeing yourself with that type of hair. Yeah. And so, a lot of times we don't have time. I don't have time for that. I don't want to spend a lot of time on my hair. Listen, you do need to spend a certain amount of time, just like you need to have a regimen with your skin. And just like you have to take time and exercise, you need to have time to take care of your hair. It's part of self-care. It shouldn't be something that you're rushing through. Grooming is love for yourself. So, a lot of times, especially for us women, we rush. We rush through everything. And, it's always about, well, I got to get the kids done, get the husband done. I got to do this. No, what you need to do a lot of times is take care of yourself for at least for that moment. Because if we don't do it, who else will? Hi, Everett.
Hey. Love you, man.
So I do get a lot of that women just at the place where I don't have time to do my hair. But what about when it falls out? I bet you're going to have time to do it then. So before we further perpetuate it, we need to, see why is your hair coming out? Do you have a history of this? Some things, I don't care how many oils you're putting on. Some people are predisposed because we have a lot of autoimmune diseases going on. We have a lot of malnutrition going on when people are getting bariatric surgeries and stuff like that, high blood pressure, thyroid, lupus, a lot of things you have going on, hormones, lack of vitamin D. Most of us aren't in the sun. Most of us, if you get your blood work done, you're probably suffering with some level of a deficiency in vitamin D. And vitamin D also plays into your immunity. Okay, so it's vitamin D is a very important vitamin to have. So it's levels to this. We don't do enough self-care where you have the insurance. Go to the doctor. If you don't, when I tell you, you can get some insurance in the marketplace, okay? I thought I had to stay on a job and not be an entrepreneur just to keep my insurance. I could buy my policy, less than a couple $100 a month? Yep. I mean, sometimes you have to do what's necessary. We could do preventative care. And so I hate by the time they come to me, once those follicles are closed and it's like baby skin, like we see no more follicles. I don't care what you're putting on your scalp, unless God himself opens up them follicles, which God can do anything. That hair not coming back.
That's crazy.
So, we want to get it ahead of time.
Yeah, I never knew that. I know. And I have to ask you this. You got Everard was like you spitting, Christine.
Oh, thank you. But it's true. It's just I want to help our women because they want to blame the stylist all the time. Yeah. It's teamwork. You gotta take accountability for why your hair is at that state. And sometimes you gotta know that it's not your fault also. because if you don't go to the right dermatologist, a lot, especially if they don't understand how to work with African American hair, they tend to like to blame the client, well, the patient about you're doing relaxers. Everybody's not doing a relaxer. Relaxer is not taking everybody's hair out. Color is not taking everybody's hair out. It's in moderation, and sometimes it is. But I think you have to definitely do your research with making sure you go to the right dermatologist, especially for African Americans. You do.
Very well said.
I
have to ask for your wife being in the industry in this fashion, carrying so much as Mel said, because Mel is a former hairstylist as well, and so she's she knows that. How do you know, Courtney, when Christina comes home, the difference between she tired because she's been at the salon all day because she's just been doing hair all day, versus she's tired because she's been at the salon all day and she's been dealing with women with alopecia?
Mm-hmm. So what I do is I always pray for her throughout the day. I pray for her in the morning, and then I check in on her to see how she's doing. And then every night I make sure that bath is rented, you know what I'm saying, so she can relax and just zone out, watch her ratchet TV, and just sit in the bathtub.
Don't tell people. I watch Veggie Tales.
I'm sick of it.
I watch only the finest documentaries.
Everybody pulling everybody hair on, and
we'll be watching Love and Hip Hop and shit. It's funny to tell you that. He
be so mad. He be over there. He didn't have to watch The Housewives with me. Now, who's this person? Now, what did he say? Exactly. You be watching them too.
Okay.
He does. You know what? Thank you. I want to just tell him thank you, because he does make sure he runs me a bath every night. That's his love language for me. And I know, like, even if he hasn't talked to me all day, he know I had a long day. He runs me a bath every night, because especially when I'm working, he does check on me. And I'm not gonna lie, in the morning there's come cold hands touching me. I hear. That's him praying on me. Sometimes he scared me. No, he's just praying. If he needs cold hands touching me in the morning, and I be like, he was praying over me. He be scaring me sometimes. I said, I said, what? It scares me.
I can't.
He's gonna be covering me. I thank you, baby. That's I feel the prayers.
I said that.
But he literally does pray and send us a message every day, and he's very consistent with that. And I thank him for that, because it get hard here. I be here all day, 10, 12-hour days on my feet.
I think he has another, the love and the prayers, but he also don't want to smell you when you get home.
He don't care.
That was good. That was good.
It's called aroma. It's called, what is it called?
Booze.
Pheromones. Men don't care. Girl, they don't be caring.
Not at all.
Yeah, it's okay. I like it. Especially guys with beards. Just playing. That's for another show.
Oh, yeah.
That's later in the season. But yeah, I think that female pheromones from
male know about it.
And you're right though. Yeah. But I can appreciate that. The gift. Again, it goes back to what we said earlier during the show, is our gifts are making room for us, and your hands are blessed. When you back in the day was doing hair out your basement, like, let me try this style on you or whatever, and it was just like, okay, but my styles was always dope. And then no, seriously, look, I never left like, what is this hairstyle she's doing? I didn't
practice it like a mug. Thank you so much.
No, but then I remember when your basement got crowded. I'm like, what's up? Yeah. Where are these people coming from?
I knew I wasn't always gonna be there. Yeah. I said I ain't gonna always be here, and I wasn't. Yeah. But I thank you guys for believing in me from the top, like in the basement.
Yeah. So for those of you that might just be checking in with us, we've been on for a minute, but as I said earlier, my claim to fame is I'm launching. This is my season 5 years as a podcaster. Thank you.
Yes.
I have to share a couple of announcements with you guys. A couple things I'm going to do. I'm going to share couple things that I'm doing, and I'm going to let y'all go. You guys, if you guys need to go, you guys can go ahead and go. I'm not.
Where we going, girl?
Whoop, whoop.
Here.
Come on now. If you was here, I'll pop your collar. Boom.
Don't do that. Come on a show and then leave. Just
I
like
mean, you got shit to do. Okay, like,
we here.
No, but so I don't know if I shared this with you guys. I know my husband knows because I bounced it off of him. I know he was sick of me. Sick of me. Sick of me. And so, okay, because I was wondering if he was. Okay, so I am back with season 5, of course, here for Tap In Tuesdays. I don't have, the look is different.
I like
everything is different. It's just gonna be totally different. We're still gonna go 8 to 9, and like I said, tonight is a very special episode because this is the launch of season 5. Okay, I want to shout out Mel. Let me tell you, Mel is one of my official TT from the D sponsors.
Aww.
So, shout out to Mel. She's one of my. My husband is my biggest sponsor, but Melanie is one of TT from the D official sponsors. And so it brings me to this. I have to do this. And she always like, it's not about me. It's about you. It is. So this is Melanie, this is Melanie, yes. And so for those of you that don't know her, she's an amazing, blessed person. She's an author. She has several books out. And she blessed her very first book here, My Broken Smiles, Beautifully Broken, blockbuster, right? Made the Oprah's list. She's doing amazing things. And she recently blessed myself and a couple of other ladies with this book right here, Minding My Own Healing. And so she opened up the platform to allow myself and 2 other amazing women share a chapter of our lives. And this book right here is a healing tool to add to your library. You can see it, whether you get it on Kindle, you can get it on your phone, you can get a hard copy. She has her website. If you want to get an autographed copy from your girl TT from the D, you definitely can reach out to me. I can get that for you. Courtney, we was working on me getting that done the right way so I could stop Uno, dos, tres in it. And so, it's just an amazing opportunity. When we talk about gifts making room, like I know I'm an author inside. We all have a story to tell. It's just how do you choose to tell your story? I'm very transparent. My husband says sometimes I'm too transparent. I think because I didn't used to talk, I didn't share so much growing up. Now I want to share because I want those that are afraid to speak to know that it's okay to speak about whatever it is. That's how we grow. That's how we heal from traumas. Because what people don't realize is that your childhood traumas can catapult into your adult life and become big grown-up traumas. And then we can pass it on to our children and to our spouses because they suffer from the traumas we have because they have to deal with us when we don't know how to properly place that. So I said all that to say, the book, Minding My Own Healing, is a great tool. You have a story. Mel laid it out there. She gave a lot of data. You have Tamika. She tells a story about losing her only child to domestic violence. Her only child was killed on college campus by her ex-boyfriend, who was just a recent ex-boyfriend. And so she talks about that healing journey and how do you go from that and carrying on the legacy. And then we have another young lady, Alasia, that talks about being a young person, living her best life, doing what she want to do, how she want to do it. And God had to slow her down because she almost lost her life. And so then you talk, I come from the perspective of being a childhood domestic violence survivor. My mother was in a domestic violence relationship for many years, and I speak from that. So that's one of the things I'm doing. So shout out to that. I also want to let people know my official therapist for TT from the D podcast is Kyra B. She will be returning this year. We have some plans to roll out some things and having some deep conversations for people. She's a licensed therapist. They're doing some amazing things. I'll be having them on the podcast very soon. I want to roll out the fact that I am, for all of my musicians and all of my artists, I'm going to be rolling out Making Music Mondays. Courtney I got him on my roster. Shout out to Courtney for always saying, yeah, I got you. I have Beth already on my roster, and I say that because Courtney manages Beth. And then I have Marcus Divine on my roster as well. Shout out to Ron. I know Ron may not be on here now at this point because we've been on for a while, but they're going to be on Making Music Monday, and so many other amazing artists. I've kind of booked out into April. Just amazing. So Making Music Mondays. We will be doing that next week. My very first artist is Carla Pace.
Carla.
Yeah. So
Carla?
I'll be on at 6:00. Okay, it's a little early for Monday, but it's music, right? Musicians, a lot of times they have gigs and they have rehearsals, and I didn't want to run into, I said, if I can get them a little early, right before they go to rehearsal, what is the show I can do them. And then the same day I'm hosting Kim Zanye and Swifty's video release party. So that's going to be amazing. What else am I doing, y'all? So that's Monday. Then I'm going to, in April, okay, slowly but surely, I'm rolling it out. I'm rolling out Sewing Sundays. Not sewing like needle and thread, but sewing, SOWING. I'm going to always have myself or other people coming on and speaking life into situations, circumstances about every and anything. Because in life, we need that motivation. We need that encouragement. And we know so many people that, like Christina, I can totally see you coming on Sewing Sunday and talking about what you talked about in its entirety, because it is a ministry, sis.
It is definitely.
It is, right? And there's healing in people knowing, like, I'm not alone. I'm not the only one that's dealing with that. So I was talking to my husband, and I love you because he allows me to share my thoughts, crazy or not. And so I'm like, what do you think about this? And God put it in my spirit last year. And I'm like, so, should I not do Tap In Tuesdays? Because y'all remember when I started off, I started out with married couples pour, remember?
Yeah.
All for married people. And then a couple people was like, well, I like your show, but I can't relate. I'm not married or I'm divorced. And what about us? And I'm like, I don't know. So I prayed on it, and God was like, talk to everybody. And I'm like, what should a title be? I'm like, I don't even know. And then somebody was like, you TT from the D. I was like, oh, wait a minute. That's it. TT from the D. And so that became a brand. And so we got Making Music Mondays rolling out next Monday, 6:00, y'all. 6:00. Carla Pace will be my guest for the first rollout. And then Sewing Sundays, I will let you know the Sunday that is rolling in April. I wanted to do it around the time right before we start fasting and everything, because that's even better. Some people are fasting from social media and things like that, but I'm like, I have to pour into people. I have to give back as people give to me. And so I love to use my platform for other people, because there's so much talent in the world, not just in the D. Of course, I'm gonna take care of home first. So I'm always looking for an opportunity, a way to kind of encourage, inspire, and uplift people. So I told Swift, I said, that's a lot of my time now. I came Monday, Sunday, Tuesday. I'm like, what? I mean, he was like, Miss TT, if you plan.
That's awesome.
He said, if you plan, he was like, and get your rest. And he said, and just, you could do anything you want to do.
Yeah.
Like you have it in you. You have to make the time. You have to set that time alone. You have to stop saying yes to everything and everybody when you know you're doing God's work. And that came from my husband, who's a rapper.
I love it.
I know he a little thug like, but he got
That's amazing. That's a good man, Savannah.
Yeah. Aww. Okay. Like, no, okay, anyway. So something else that I've been doing, you guys.
No.
Yeah. So the acting bug. We're all actors, right? And so we all, a lot of people don't know that, but all of us are actors. And so, just to begin of the show, you go back. It's a great show. Y'all gonna laugh and be tickled or whatever. But I've also been blessed to work on a project with one of the dopest directors, writers from Detroit. His name is Ness. Y'all put me up on Ness. The Benjamins is the reason. You see how full circle our gifts make room? Yeah, a little bit about Ness. Ness came a long way from that woman to be on no camera.
I know. I was like, okay.
Right, because he's always behind the camera. But Ness is super dope. We stayed in contact after, he shot a beautiful shoot for Christina. And I went out there, of course, as her artist assistant a couple years ago. And we stayed in contact, like in on each other. And it's like, bam, like he is such a blessing. Yeah. And so he gave me the opportunity to be a part of his movie, The Port. So the first installment came out in 2024. The second installment is rolling out in the summer of this year. And I have 2 clips that I'm allowed to share. Woo! Let y'all see what y'all sis was doing. But yeah, so shout out to Ness. He is the owner and founder of Donnie Vision.
That's what's up.
Thank God for our husbands who cover us. Amen, Rocky. Amen, sis. Amen. Ain't nothing like a praying husband. Okay. And so thank you for that. So I'm going to share this with you guys. I'm super excited about this. And so, some of y'all know I got this in me. And so I ain't have to stretch myself too hard. Y'all going to see what I'm talking about. So here we are. This is part 1, a clip of a scene where we were at a Who's Who type of event, a fundraiser. And shit started going left a little bit. And I'm going to show you how TT handled that. So here's clip 1.
Sure, we go way back, right?
We do.
I mean, we go way back.
Way back.
And I made you a very rich man, right?
You have.
All right.
Okay. So she had to, some things happened to her. You go back like Big Wheels and French braids, right? Mm-hmm. So, without hair grease, okay? And so now the second part is what she had to get down with.
Just because you're working with a little something, it does not mean that I'm going to let you fuck my money.
Yeah.
Little pepper for us.
She had a little nervous. Say, listen, don't let the skirt and these lashes and this weave.
You acting like boss lady over there. Yes.
I might be your cousin. I might be your cousin. So yeah. So shout out to Ness. Shout out to Donnie Vision. That's going to come out this summer. Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah. I'm excited about it, y'all. You guys go on Amazon. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on Tubi, the installment part 1. Amazing work. He's a dope. Y'all know Ness. Amazing.
Yeah, he is amazing.
Real dope at what he do. For real.
Hey, Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Shout out to Jonathan. Now, listen, Swifty, Jonathan, shout out to him.
Yeah.
That's enough. Swift, let me put the listen. Swift been working on a lot of films, y'all. He been doing a lot of work. He went to Tennessee and shot some stuff. He just finished up a project with Jonathan. I don't have that lined up, but you want to talk a little bit
about
that?
What up, Jonathan? Yeah, man. We just he just did a premiere called King's Betrayal. It's a movie short, but it's dope. And when you watch it, you will want more. Yeah. I was a villain. I was his muscle.
He was being Swifty.
Yeah. which was really cool. And Jonathan, I just can't wait till you do part 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Oh, okay, speaking.
Yeah.
And I want to be a part of that, Jonathan. I don't know if you saw my clip I just did. It was like my silent audition.
Yeah. I don't know in my mind the link, but Jonathan, if you're still with us, man, please feel free to put the link on the screen so we can flash it so everybody can go see the movie short, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Jonathan is dope. And he's one of those people too who networks and connects.
And then we also doing a comedy too. We're in a comedy film together that I'm currently working on called Sugar Boys. The trailer, but we'll show you the trailer next time.
Yeah, next time.
Sugar Boys.
Yeah.
I was in the Sugar Boys too. I had an opportunity. Me and Cody. So me and Cody got to actually play ourselves. Well, kind of. Like I played his wife and Cody played his son.
That's what's up.
told Cody that he can cuss in the movie. He thought we was trying to set him up.
And he didn't want to cuss.
He's like, you ain't gonna get me.
They gonna get me.
He said, I don't need to rehearse that. I'll just do it live.
That's hilarious.
And he was like, I'm not gonna cuss. And even at the director's house, he was like, we can run over. He goes, I got it. I don't need to rehearse it. It's okay.
Like, I bet you do.
Yeah, I'm like, I know you be cussing in school. I'm like,
right.
But yeah, so we put in work, I know it's too early to release, but Christina's doing some stuff this summer, and I'm super excited about it. I can't say anything. I would love to tell y'all, but the time will come. And I just thank you for calling me. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm one of your assistants. Now you've actually hired some other. I'm the only one that grandfathered herself in.
That's right.
Yeah. You too, Courtney. I grandfathered myself in Courtney too. I had to tell Courtney one time. I said,
"You're believing in us."
Do you want to maybe have me apply for being your executive assistant? He was like, "What?" I'm like, hire myself for you too. Like, I'll be Courtney's executive assistant. Like, because you know why I feel like that? Because I'm a handle. Is that wrong?
I'm gonna let you work that out.
Y'all was wrong. Like, it looked like I was like, y'all did the Craig, didn't they do the Craig and then y'all did the Friday to me, like. So no, it's like I really feel that I'm the best person to get the job for you two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know it so well.
I'm gonna handle you. I'm gonna go over and beyond. You understand? And Zanye, I feel that I understand what it is. Like, I've learned so much about the industry from you two, from y'all letting me hire myself for y'all, but execute that. And I always tell people this story. It's a funny one. Christina, the first time Courtney sent me out by myself with Christina, I said, I'm not getting fired on today, but so the first time I'll be fired. Like, what?
We got paid, didn't you know?
And so,
make sure you got that check.
Yes. And Courtney, like, yo, he was like, this is her writer, just blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, got it. No, yeah. Mm-hmm. She got the deposit already. She gets her balance prior to performing, and she has to have a sound check before the show. Without that, in the rider, it says if she does not get a sound check, she does not perform, and they still gotta pay. Okay, bad. So I'm nervous. I'm like, oh my God, I'm by myself, because I've watched Courtney do it. So I'm like, okay. Because I remember when we went to Ohio, like, it's a no. But anyway, moving on to another story.
Oh man, Lord.
That was another story. But anyway, so
Dang.
we got to the venue and we were on time. We were actually early, which means we were on time. And so the band hadn't got there. We looking like they late, right? And then they come in and they setting up, and the doors are now open. And I looked at Christina. I said, "You know you're not gonna perform." And she was like, "But we're here." And I was like, "No." I said, "You can't do no sound check. What, they gonna put the people out? They're not gonna want to put their people out, and you're not sound checking in front of these people." So I was sitting there. I was like, ooh. So when they came in, it was churchy people. And shout out to all the people that's holier than thou. I'm still gonna come for you respectfully. So anyway, they came and like, "Oh, we apologize, Sister Christina, blah, blah." And I was like, she's not gonna be able to perform. And they was like, "Why?" I was like, "She didn't get a sound check." "Oh, no, she cannot. She can't sound check in front of these people." I was like, "So, she's not, unfortunately, she's not gonna be able to perform." I mean, we have these people. I said, "I understand. Well, can you call her manager? Can you call Courtney?" I said, "No." I said, "Unfortunately, I can't." I said, I'm her assistant, but I'm also the executive assistant to Courtney. I said, and I already know the answer to that, so I'm not going to be able to call him because I already know. I said, so I also know, according to the writer, that I'm going to need her balance because we were here early. You guys were late, and your band didn't set up to late, and she didn't get the sound check. So that, they said, "Sister Christina, can I talk to you for a second?" I said to myself, I wanted to be like, okay.
Maybe I can sing. No. I'm like, okay.
So they're talking to her, and she's looking at me, but their back is to me. They trying to talk to her, and I tilted my head. I'm looking at her like, and she's like, "Well, I'm not. Yeah, I wish I could. I'm not gonna be able to, or whatever." So they gave me the envelope. Like, let's stop talking and give me her envelope. So they gave it to us, and when we walked out, we couldn't even get to the car. She said, "Girl, you mean I got paid? Now you have to perform? Like what?" So we was like, "Where we going to eat?" So, oh no, oh no. Look, Jesus said, "Deny, deny, deny." Oh my God.
Devices are not connected.
Oh, they'll be back.
Bad signal or something.
Yeah, but wouldn't that funny back?
Yeah,
that'd be the best. I know they'll be back, y'all. That'd be the best opportunities when people do not follow the rules. Okay, because there are rules in place for things like that. Okay, and so yeah. I said, look, I said Satan was like, deny, deny. But no, there's rules in place for that, and and that's why it's important, as you said earlier, Courtney, and we talked about a lot tonight, y'all. So if you guys are just logging in, you definitely want to catch the show. It's so much going on. I'm gonna, as we close out this show, I'm gonna go back over like a couple of the flyers. I'm gonna go so you can see the hair units that Christina customizes for some of her special clients that deal with and suffer with hair loss. She's a hair place specialist. She makes these custom, but she also will create a wig or two for you and me. You understand? We're gonna talk about what Swifty is doing really quick, but I'm saying all that to say the business. Courtney said it earlier. If you are in this business, no matter what that business look like, you definitely. I'm sure they don't play with Beyonce's money. I know that's right, Rocky. I know that's right. And they're not gonna say, can they talk to her to the side? They're not. But when people, I'll say this, and this is what I've learned, and I've gotten tough skin with this, and I'm so good with it. I come in and people underestimate me, and I love it, right? I love it because I'm little and I'm always like, hey, all right, let me be clear. Something to learn. We could talk about something all day long. No contract, no situation. Okay. No deposit, no situation. Okay. Because I don't know why people don't like to pay people for their time and their services, but they want grandiose experience, but you want to don't give nothing. You don't want to, you have Moet, but you got pink champagne, you know what I'm saying? Or a 40 ounce, you understand? So it's kind of like, even if you have a small budget, let me decide if I'm going to work with you. And a lot of times I will, right? Let me decide. But talking me to death is not it. I have gotten so good with contracts. I got templates now, right? And I'm like, what's the service you need? Okay, well, and then here's the other one. At first I wrestled with putting my prices on my website because I said, I don't know, I don't want people to run, but I said, but I also don't want them to stay. I want you to understand when you go online and you're looking for a service that I provide, you're gonna get over and beyond what you pay me for, always. Not because I'm trying to show out, but this is who I am. So don't undercut me and don't come to me with the bullshit. And if you grieve to your spirit because I just cussed, you need to log off now. So you got to treat that people better as a business, as a whole people. If people are out here providing whatever service it is, it's their time, it's their energy, it's their specialty, it's their craft. And you want the best of the best, so expect to pay those prices. Rocky is a publicist. Rocky don't do that shit for free. Right. Now Rocky can, as you said, Christina, if she want to. Like you can make a hair unit if you want to. I can bless somebody if I want to and whatever, because I do a lot. I'm a little, as Lewis would say, I'm a Jill of all trades. But let us do that if that's what we can do or we want to, right? You don't got to come asking us. Sometimes we might just want to bless you because we want to bless you, right? But in those times when you're seeking out a benefit and a service, be prepared to have a contract. And please stop Googling and copy and paste this shit, because sometimes y'all be putting stuff in there that don't make no damn sense and it don't even correlate with what you're talking about. Right? And then you get this 10-page contract. You be like, you don't even know what you said in there. And then for something like that, I'm going to tell you what I am going to do. I will reach out to a friend of ours that is an attorney and say, could you look this over? Because y'all trying to mumble jump me and I ain't got time for a player pimp. So come correct, because I'm going to come correct. Right?
And
Go
I
ahead, Christina.
need to speak to like really, in all of us, we're all doing some level of business.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a lot of people out here doing stuff or doing services, but they're not doing business. So when they finally meet people that are doing business, they want to say, you being funny. No, we're doing business. And I think also this is the season of for us entrepreneurs that your clientele does shift.
Yes, it does.
While you're building your confidence, yeah, you can work with certain people to get your one-offs, but there has to come to a place in your business where you set your standards and you make these clients come up to your standards, because oftentimes, again, they want a professional, but they don't want to pay for one. And it's like, my price is driven by my demand and my expertise and what I've mastered, that I'm a couple steps ahead of you. So you're paying me to do something that you cannot do yourself. So with that being said, I find even when he's dealing with artists, a lot of them just want to sing. A lot of them are okay just being in Detroit, singing to the same people. And it's like, yeah, you cool here, but let's try that same model outside.
Yeah.
Tour. If not, ain't nobody putting you on tour, put yourself on tour.
That part.
At some point in time, just like how you want to be handled as a real artist, these artists have contracts.
That's right.
So if you're not willing to even learn the business, you cannot get mad when you're being passed up or taken advantage of, because you have no leverage. And I think the thing is, when you know who you are and God has designed you for a certain people, whether it's for me, I know I'm not for everybody as a stylist. So I know God is only designating me a certain crowd of people. So I'm okay with that. It's okay saying maybe everybody is not my fan. Maybe everybody's not going to like my music, but there are a people that are searching for me to get out there. They're waiting for your voice. First of all, had you not even got to the place where you consistent with this podcast, do you understand? You will have people that will learn from you and will have never told you. They have watched your story and they'll never let you know, I needed to see that consistency. First of all, for you to show up consistently, people look for that, because they may not need you today, but they know she's been consistent. So I know when I do need her, she's going to be there. And I feel like the thing is that we spent too much time chasing the wrong clients. Well, I don't care what industry you in. You have to set the standard. So if you're someone that wants to move with contracts, because contracts help people stay accountable. That's the problem. Just like when he's going in and artists don't want to do splits. People don't want to talk about that. It's all fun and games until a song blow up. We're so afraid of missing out on opportunities. A producer that's afraid to do business with you, that's not a good producer.
Absolutely. Come on,
showing you your hands. Sometimes you gotta be willing to walk away from a deal if it doesn't serve you. Same thing with our businesses. You know what I learned? We're so quick to throw things out and then we don't cover ourselves legally. Just imagine a guy that did the Detroit versus whatever, right? Did he trademark that, right?
He trademarked it, but he didn't trademark the individual.
The individual. Just imagine if he didn't know that was going to happen. Like, now everybody was able to kind of do it. But I'm just saying, to a degree of, you didn't know your name was going to blow up like that, so you never even went and trademarked it. Now when you want to trademark it, somebody already been seeing, she been building a platform. People buy your names and then they'll try to sell them back to you.
Oh yeah.
So it's a whole business of that. People are watching what you do. So I'm just telling you, as you're on that level of getting great, people are watching you. And
I'm aware.
Business.
Yeah.
It's not about what you say, it's about what you can prove. So there's plenty of things I've had to walk away because people don't want to do business.
Talk to
people don't want to pay the price. Well, you don't want this.
And that's what I said, and I say this too, to that on the level of people are able to do the same thing I can do, but you'll never be TT. People can do what you do, they'll never be Christina. People could do Courtney, they'll never be Courtney. People could do what Swifty does, they'll never be Swifty. And there's levels that come to that. I'm always humble about things, and I realize something too. I can't chase every dollar. Every dollar is not good for you, right? It's not good for you, because people will stretch and stretch and stretch and pull and pull and pull and get as much as they can, but don't want to do anything to help you elevate or pour back into you. They'll twist you till they can't use you anymore, and they'll catapult you out into the streets, right? But then you can always tell when somebody they smelling around, they're watching, because people are always watching. I tell people this all the time. always do your due diligence because there's somebody watching, whether they tell you if they're watching or if they're not. Prime example, but this was a good example. I was interviewing Angela Davis last season before I ended my season, and Lisa McCall, shout out to Lisa McCall, she came on the show, and I think Angela was promoting the show, so we shouted her out, and I got love for Lisa. Seen her, always wanted to work with her, didn't have the opportunity. The next day, Angela texted me and say, "Hey, Lisa's company manager wants to talk to you." So I was like, "You know why?" I was like, "For what? You know why?" And she's like, "No, I don't." And I said, "Could you find out?" Because I'm thinking like, I don't know the company manager. I don't know the person. And so she said, she's looking for a personal assistant because she just let go of her personal assistant. And I was excited, but I was like, damn, mama, I was on my way. I was going to speak in North Carolina. Shout out to Pastor Mickey. So I came to speak at that conference for women. And it's going to be another one, y'all, in Myrtle Beach in July.
Oh, okay.
And so went there. And then I had to go to Chicago for the makeup show. So my podcast got blessed to go and be at the makeup show. And I was afraid that wasn't going to work for her. Because I said, damn, she want to hire me, but I'm going to miss the first two. I can't, I can't do it or whatever. So long and short, it's because she saw me interviewing Angela. And when she fired the person, she told her company manager, I got to find somebody. And so she says, oh, I got somebody. She said, no, I know exactly who I want. I want TT. And so she was like, well, who's TT? So she says, she works with Courtney, Benjamin, and Beth. And I love the way she handles them. I love the way she works with them. And so I know she'll handle me right. And I need you to find her. Reach out to Angela. She just interviewed her on her show. And I'm like, wow. All because she was watching me. And I wasn't even in my stage management or artist assistant mode. I was podcasting. But because I'm out here and when I'm working with Beth, I'm a part of Team Beth. When I'm working with her, I saw Boss Lady on here. I saw Boss Lady on here. Wait, she said artist part in Detroit.
Yeah, Beth. Hey, Beth.
Yeah, that part right there. But yeah, so it was just like one of those, people are always watching.
Yeah.
And so it's just always do your best. God has gifted you a skill or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Those of you that are Jack or Jills of all trades, take them. But at the same time, don't get so distracted with trying to do all these things where you lose a focus point. I learned that from you, Courtney. I always tell Courtney, I tell people this, I say, Courtney say this all the time. And I say it when I do interviews and all kinds of stuff. It's about positioning yourself. I say, Courtney always say it's about positioning yourself. Not about being an opportunist, but positioning yourself, being in the right place at the right time, in the right season.
Yeah.
You don't have, your gift will make room for you automatically. But if you allow yourself to just be who God wants you to be, He gonna take over the rest. Okay. Team Beth. Jonathan. Whoop whoop. Team Beth in the building. Yep. And so
we love that.
It's just great when you can work with people who are professional like you, who are on the same pathway as you. And those that want to take homework and take notes to grow, let's get it. Those of you that want to kind of be shysty and shady, that's y'all company, but I ain't talking about y'all. No, I ain't talking about shady, right? I'm talking about y'all, but it's just, you ain't got to worry about us being nasty to you. God gonna remove you from us anyway, because we're gonna be too booked and busy to fuck with you.
Facts.
I know y'all say, how you say God ain't nothing the same? I'm a work in progress because I'm a work in progress.
Shut your door.
Let me go back over this and I'm gonna roll us out of here. Authenticity for the win. I know that's right. Authenticity for the win. Boop, boop. Okay, so let's go back over this real quickly. Okay, so tonight we talked about Swiftie, right? He's not going to war. He was actually
that's the movie called Tweed.
That's the movie
Tweed. Premiere just aired a few months ago. We was at the premiere. I got some great people in the film with me. I'm playing an Army sergeant. It's a sci-fi drama. It's a thriller. You know what I'm saying? The graphics in that movie is just off the chain. So when that come out, please definitely go see that. I don't know when it's coming out, but when it come out, Go check it out.
For sure. And then we got this coming Monday.
Yes. Me and Zanye, you know, got Breathe the remix. The music video releases on March 3rd at the Orchid in Ferndale. We just filmed the video. So if y'all want to see the premiere of it, come holla at us. And then the song will drop shortly after that.
And here is a pebble. I gave a pebble earlier. So those of you that was on here, you got this pebble to mix with the next pebble, you can make a rock. Okay. So here we go.
A little more.
A little more. Okay. Right, bro. Right. Okay, so this is just a pebble of Breathe.
Get enough, fill me up forever.
I'm really feeling you, there's no one realer. With my chest is wings and you my human inhaler. I'm here to embellish, a lot of love to share. That's my queen right there, a breath of fresh air.
Yeah. Y'all gotta come out Monday to the video release and the live performance. They're gonna have a meet and greet. And it's hosted by your girl TT from the Okay. And so then we also checked in here for those of you that need to be educated. Courtney talked about his book. Where's my money?
Where's my money?
My money.
And I want it now. And we also talked about his other book, Business of Being an Artist. Okay.
Jules.
If you guys are artists, you guys got to get this book and this book. You want to go back, you want to grab both of those. And you can see down here scrolling at the bottom, you can follow Courtney, stay educated, get your jewels, get your weight up, okay, all those kind of things. Then we talked about the beautiful Christina blessing folks. We didn't jump into all the careers she has. We focused on one. So we talked about her specializing with people with alopecia and making custom units. And here is a recap of those amazing styles. Just a sample. I only gave you a sample. So we're going to talk about Miss Vicky. Okay. Okay. And if you're feeling like you're going to Mexico, you can go on and get your Miss Celine. And if you want to be a little spicy, Miss Erica. Okay. And if you want to keep it short and sassy, the Perfect Pixie. Okay. Yeah. I forgot to say this earlier, but I am actually stage managing for Crystal P. More Than the Eyes Can See. The final experience is going down at the Dearborn Performing Arts Center on April 12th. That's going to be amazing. She has some kick-ass people. The whole production is amazing. The MD is none other than Demetrius Neighbors, and she has some amazing artists like Nikki Giovanni, Maia Chanot. We also have Sharnissa. We have DeLorean. We have Soul Brother, Deacon Soul Brother. So the list goes on. We have Jeff Kennedy. We have Jeff Ponders. We got a lot of amazing people. That's going down. So I'm stage managing for that. And then we also have Vanessa Lynn's upcoming Mother Day production, Enemy in My House. Okay. It's going down May 10th. At Mary Grove, I'll be stage managing again, of course. And so this is going to be also hosted by Crystal P. So
Crystal P.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's going down. It's going down. And for those of you that didn't know, your girl TT is a contributing author to Minding My Own Healing. Shout out to Melanie. She's probably off now because we've been on here for 30 hours and it's like a binge watch. And so it's probably gone, but you can see it on Kindle. You can get it on your iPhone. You can get a hard autographed copy from your girl, truly TT from the D. And I just want to tell you guys, thank you, husband.
Thank you.
Thank you, sis and bro, for staying on and rocking this launch. This was a highly awaited launch. Okay.
Yep. And I just want to say, man, that you guys are a blessing in our lives. I love and appreciate y'all, man. And just seeing the level up on y'all, man, makes me feel awesome, man. So y'all keep doing your thing. Y'all are highly favored. I got your back if you need me for anything. I know y'all know that, but it's just always good to tell y'all that, man. So keep doing your thing, you know what I'm saying? And love. It's just nothing but love.
All love, bro.
Wow. Same here. Thank you. We love you guys. Thank you for always including us and just continue to do what y'all doing because iron sharper iron. We are blessed to say that we're more than friends. We're family. Thank you.
I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for giving me y'all yes. Rocky dropped again. You guys can copy and paste this. I'm gonna try to get it. Or Rocky, text it to me, Queen, so I can go on and drop it after I do my thank you video. I'm gonna post so people can get that for the upcoming show on Monday. And I'm just excited. And thank you, Zanye. She said she got this book as one of her best investments. Thank you for your support. All right, so it has been a wonderful almost 2.5 hour launch. I'm super excited, y'all. It has been a long time coming. And just to recap, as we go out, I'm going to be having Making Music Mondays starting next Monday, 6 o'clock, 6 to 7. That's for all of my musicians and all of my artists. I'll be reaching out to you. You don't got to reach out to me. I'll be reaching out to you. I already have built out. I think I'm booked up into April. So I'll be coming for you. If you got some good music out there or somebody brings it to my attention and I'm looking like, yeah, I think the people is going to be vibing with that. Definitely. I definitely got to have Zanye and Swifty on together.
Yeah.
Once the video releases, I'll be able to bring them on and do all that. So I got to get them on my calendar before they get booked and busy. And then, yeah, I'm just excited. I'm going to close this out. So on Sundays, I forgot. So on Sundays will launch in April. I don't have the date just yet because I got to figure out which Sunday. And that's about people pouring into people. If you're somebody that motivates, encourages, and inspires people, I'm probably going to be reaching out to you because we can use someone like you to help further God's people along this journey called life. All right. It's been a wonderful night, y'all. I want to say salute to y'all. I'll be talking to you guys soon. And I'm going to end this out, you guys, with actually Evra. Evra was on earlier. I opened up with it, just a little play music, but the remix of You Know. No. And that is Evra Cassimy featuring Beth and Swifty McBeth.
Yes.
Till next week. See you guys. Bye.
Right now.
Bye.
Good night.
Yep. Peace and love.
Explode. I can overdose and overdose. When you know. Remix. Evrod. Beth. Swifty McVeigh. It was my birthday. We was going off that wine, sipping all night, thirsty. Beautiful hazel lights got me hypnotized. I swear I never fall in love. I had given it up, yeah, I had enough. The chickens is all out of luck. I'm what they want, but they cannot touch. This cutie have me losing it. I've been thinking about wedding rings. Give her the mic, show me she could sing. Now she's moving in. What was we thinking? When you know. Let our love explode. I can overdose and overdose. When you know. When you know. Let our love explode. I can overdose and overdose. When you know. I let him meet the family. Got his brother making trips out to Cali. Calls me his queen, cause he likes what we can be. Forever living happy. Ay. Love got me feeling so high. My babe got me touching the sky. My king got me loving life. Watch me on TV all night. Working on his PhD. Yeah, he better put on a ring. Give me the mic. Beth always sings. Now we moving in. What was I thinking? You know. Let our love explode. I can overdose and overdose. When you know. When you know. Let our love explode. I can overdose and overdose. When you know.
I'm a brother on a different kind of mission. And I be listening to my intuition. It's telling me that I'm Mr. You Mrs. I love interest with a friendship and benefits. Commitment with a ring that's glistening. We ain't gotta swing like pendulums. We getting them stacks of residuals. You inspire me to give it all I got like the king of pop. I'm not kidding, you different. Looking all innocent, far from militant and sweeter than cinnamon. My heart's open. Now I wanna let her in and introduce her to mama and all my friends. I already learned your love language, cause if you know, my baby, forever my lady. That's what God gave me, taking over the universe until we Swayze.
No need for 10, I'm not gon' swipe. You're all I need in my life, and it's evident. Explode. I can overdose and overdose. When you know. When you know. Let our love explode. I can overdose and overdose. When you know.
Remix. Evrod. Beth. Swifty McVeigh.